This is the worst idea I've ever had. Like, not ever, but in a while. Hello loves, thanks for clicking on this video today. I'm showing y'all how I transform these braids into faux locks. Quick shout out to my boyfriend. He designed the shirt that I got on. Real dope fashion designer on the come up. He just dropped some shirts actually, so I'm gonna have his information in the description for you and you can go show him some love. But onto this look. That's the hair we're using today. I'm gonna have it in the description box, of course. It's ideal for butterfly locks or just locks, but I wanted to go for some realistic locks today. So that's what we are doing. I am sectioning off my hair. Also, this look, I used nothing but this hair, no products, no crocheting. So this is very beginner friendly. If you're just trying to extend your protective style, like these are great. I'm gonna show y'all how I did it, but it's really easy. Like I honestly just wrapped the braid with the hair and that was it. I just wanted to make a quick little video on some advice, like just some tips to keep in mind when doing this. One being the ends. If you look at my ends right here, they look crazy and I'm gonna show y'all how to avoid that. This is the whole next day because I was so tired. I didn't finish. I started I think around 7 and stopped at like 2 a.m 3 a.m. like that's how long it was taking me. So this is about how much hair I use for each braid. I am just stretching it a little bit so it is longer than the braid. So then I lay the braid on top of the loose hair, and on one side of the loose hair it's shorter, and I just start wrapping that around my braid. And then once I run out of that hair, I take the other hair on the other side, so the longer piece that I'm wrapping right now, I start wrapping it the opposite way that I wrapped the first side that I started with, and just wrap the rest of my braid. And I don't have any issues with this sliding or it moving. I did wear this style for only a week and a half, so I don't know after that if it would have started acting crazy, but I didn't have any issues with my braid showing through. I didn't twist the hair really tight because then you would have got this type of faux lock look, which is what I wasn't going for. So it's kind of loose but kind of tight, so you know, the happy medium. And then once I got to the end, I just wrapped it as tight as I could. So the reason why you want the loose hair to be longer than the braid is to avoid this. I wanted to keep the length of my braids, but the hair that I had was not long enough, so I had to cut my braids shorter. Another way to elongate that hair without having to add another piece is just pulling it a little bit, but it is going to become thinner the more you pull it. So I just try to cut the braids shorter to avoid that. And you could also add another piece of loose hair to keep the length of your braids if your braids are really long, but I didn't want to do that because I just wanted it to look consistent all the way through the lock, and the only way to do that was to use the same piece of hair throughout the whole braid. And you can see my ends look a lot better after I went through and cut the braids and then wrapped it really tight at the bottom with the loose hair. Once I was done, I was finally feeling it. It was really cute. I ended up wearing it in this half up, half down style that I'm about to show y'all in a second, and it was really cute. Like it was giving me Rihanna, Tiana Taylor. Okay, I don't care what you say, that's how I was feeling. Another good thing was, okay, I didn't have to do my hair for another week and a half. I didn't have to pay nobody to do it. Okay, so these were some good pros. The only thing I would say is to keep in mind how long it's gonna take. Like it took me, let me calculate real quick, about 9 hours, and I was taking breaks, I was eating and stuff, but you know, that's just something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind, you are adding hair to hair that is already on your head. so it does get a little heavier. That doesn't bother me, but I know for some people that is, you know, it's too much. It gives them a headache and they just can't stand it. I did have to end up cutting some of my braids, but as you can see, it's still really long, and I end up giving it like this layered look, which looked perfect with this up down look. So it worked out. If you have longer braids and you want to keep your length, then I suggest looking for a pack of hair that's longer than 24 inches. But that's all I got for y'all. Thanks for watching. Deuces.